Hey, my name is Ben. I'm going to complete day 12 of Wes Boss's JavaScript 30. Today's exercise is to create a Konami code. What's going to happen is I'll keep track of all of the keys that a user has pressed, and if the user happens to enter what is my secret code, it's going to trigger a really fun surprise. The first thing I did was create variables, an array to keep track of all of the keys that a user has pressed, and then of course a secret code. To the window, I've added an event listener that will trigger on key up when the user types a key. And then we're going to write the callback function, or the event handler, I suppose, in line today. So the first thing I want to do is push the keys the user has pressed into an array. So we'll take the array, pressed, we'll add to it event.key. An event.key is exactly what key the user has pressed. The second thing I want to do is limit the length of the pressed array to one more than the length of the secret code. Well, why is that? Well, I only want to keep track of the last few keys that the user has pressed, and I only want to keep track of the number of keys that basically equal the length of this secret code. So if my secret code is 3 keys long, I don't need to keep track of, say, 10 keys that the user has pressed. So we're going to do a little bit of arithmetic, and I'm going to use the splice method, and splice is going to alter the original array, and it takes 3 arguments. It's going to take the index at which it should begin to splice. The second argument is the number of elements within the array to delete, and the third and optional argument is anything that I might want to replace those deleted elements with. So in order to get the location of the index that I want to start splicing, I'm going to say pressed dot length, and I'm going to subtract 1 from that, and then I'm going to give it the second argument, the number of elements I want it to erase, and that will be pressed dot length minus secret code dot length, and I believe that should get me what I want, but let's console.log pressed and see if this is working so far. So if I refresh, click on the window, and then I'll start typing bananas. And now, so I've got the length of the secret code. If I type one more, that didn't work. So we're not adding to the end here. Something is wrong with my arithmetic. Let's take a look at my answer and see what I got wrong here. Secret code minus length. That's what'll do it. Okay, so not press.length, but minus secret code.length. And if that arithmetic looks a little funky, just trust me when I say it works out. So let's save, refresh, and then I'll start typing bananas. Awesome, so that is the length of banana, and then if I add s, now you see we've chopped off B from the beginning and we've added S to the end, and I'm only keeping track of the last 6 keys that the user has pressed. Great, so now we've limited the size of the array, and then the last thing I have to do is if the pressed array includes the secret code, we're going to trigger this goofy little surprise here. So if, I'm going to say pressed, and we need to create that into a string, so I'll use join. If that includes, I'm off here, dot includes the secret code, then we are going to, what's the funny thing? Cornify, add, and you'll sort of see what that does here at the end. So let's refresh, and then we'll go BANANA, and you're cornified. That's today's lesson. I'll see you tomorrow.